Hello. Now today we are talking about a new poem, Pots. Earthen Pots, I repeat. Earthen Pots is written by O.N.V. Kurup, is a prominent Malayalam poet, lyricist and prose writer. He is popularly known only as O.N.V. Since he was a professor also, people called him Poet Professor. Although he lost his father when he was only 8 years old, yet he continued his education and finally passed his MA in Malayalam literature. Thus, he is self-made man. He taught at many colleges of South India, worked as head of Malayalam department of government women college, Trivandrum, and as a visiting professor of Calicut University. O.N.V. Kurup is acknowledged as one of the greatest living poets in India. He is also a lyricist in Malayalam cinema and won the Best Lyricist Award of Kerala State 12 times. He wrote 1500 songs published as Songs of ONV. He composed poems from children published as Pieces of Bengal. He has published 18 volumes of poem and 6 books of prose in 1998. The Government of India honored him many other awards from state and central government. He won Soviet Land Nehru Award in 1981 for his poetic work Uppu. He visited many countries as a part of various delegations in national events. He is a prolific writer who started publishing his poem when he was only 15 years old. Now we come to the poem. This poem, The Earthen Pot, was originally written by O.N.V. Kurup in Malayalam. It has been translated into English by K. Sridharan Nair. Here the poet has used the symbol of earthen pots to talk about human beings who are seen as merely a mass. They have no significant values in themselves. By implication, the poet suggests the concept of man, essentially a thing of earth. The poet begins his poem with two empty earthen pots, which are lying very close to each other. They are jostling and gazing at each other in continued excitement. These two are lying with hundreds of other poets in Potter's courtyard. These are lying to be disposed of uh, to the prospective customers. There are many rich people who drink costly red wine from costly goblets. These people hate the earthen pots because they are made of mud for the poor and simple people. These pots are cheap and may break easily. However, these pots are used for storing pure, clear, and unpolluted water, which is the greatest gift of Mother Earth. Even the potter does not know about the ultimate fate of these pots. Although he made them, hundreds of these pots are waiting to be tested quality-wise and to be taken by the unknown buyer. Only one pot is picked up at a time and remain once are left behind. They are filled with a deep sense of sorrow and loss. These remaining pieces do not know whether their turn will come to be picked, when they will departed, and which piece will be first to live. O.N.V. Kurup was very beautifully equated the earthen pots to human beings. The simile holds good because the earthen pots are and the human beings are made of earth. Like the earthen pots, and the human beings are also cheap and may easily break. The pots has un, underlined the concept of man as essentially a thing of earth. The Bible says of man, "For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return." Human beings, like the earthen pots, do not know when they shall be picked up, and when among them shall be the first to leave. The earthen pots laments when one of them leaves them. Similarly, when a man dies, the survivors laments for him. In this way, the poem has a deeper meaning than the surface meaning. The symbols are perfect, and comparison between the earthen pots and human beings is most appropriate and suggestive. On the whole, the poem is memorable because of the similar fate of the earthen pots and man. Thank you.